I will not be triumphed over by the slow decay of time and the inevitable fading of youth, for I am the architect of my destiny. Cleopatra. Her legendary beauty was not a gift of chance, but a calculated outcome of ancient biochemical protocols that modern longevity research is finally beginning to decode and validate. Beneath the surface of her story lies a hidden map of cellular health, specifically targeting the oral microbiome as the primary gateway to radiant skin and biological youth. Stay with us as we uncover the molecular pathways of the Queen's regime, for soon you will learn how ancient wisdom meets the cutting edge of modern science. Greetings, seekers of evolution. Welcome to the Longevity Protocol. Today, we step beyond the myth to analyze the biochemical reality of Cleopatra's reign and her secrets of longevity. History remembers her for her charm, but science looks deeper into the microbial colonies that lived within her, influencing her skin's elasticity and her brain's sharp cognitive resilience. To understand the present, we must look back at the Nile's banks, where the integration of specific botanicals and hygiene created a unique environment for healthy cellular regeneration. We shall explore how the balance of oral bacteria dictates the production of systemic inflammatory markers, essentially controlling the speed at which your skin cells begin to age. Recent molecular research suggests that Cleopatra's daily rituals were far more than vanity. They were essential components of a protocol designed to optimize her internal biological clock daily. As we peel back the layers of time, we find evidence of sophisticated chemical engineering used to maintain the acid mantle of the skin through precise microbial management. It is time to reveal the first pillar of this royal protocol, focusing on the fundamental connection between your mouth's health and the vibrant glow of your complexion. In the ancient courts of Alexandria, the Queen utilized specific oil-pulling techniques and herbal infusions that actively suppressed pathogenic bacteria while nourishing the beneficial microbial flora. This oral equilibrium acts as a master regulator for the entire body, reducing oxidative stress and preventing the degradation of collagen fibers within the deeper layers of the dermis. Modern biohackers are rediscovering these forgotten methods, using precision tools to measure the diversity of their mouth's ecosystem to predict their skin's future health and overall longevity. The relationship between the mouth and the skin is a direct biochemical highway, where signals from the microbiome can trigger either repair or destruction of the cellular matrix. Cleopatra understood that maintaining the purity of this gateway was the ultimate key to preserving her youth against the harsh desert sun and the inevitable passing of years. By optimizing the oral environment, she was effectively hacking her own biochemistry, ensuring that her skin remained resilient, supple, and capable of reflecting her inner vitality to all. We must examine the specific compounds she utilized, from rare resins to specialized salts, which served as the primitive yet effective precursors to our modern molecular anti-aging supplements. Each ingredient was carefully selected for its ability to modulate the genetic expression of longevity markers, creating a feedback loop of health that radiated from her very core. As we delve deeper into the science of the Nile, we uncover the importance of timing, as her rituals were strictly aligned with the natural rhythms of the planet. Circadian alignment was the second pillar of her longevity strategy, ensuring that her cells were in repair mode during the night and protection mode during the heat of day. The integration of light, heat, and biology created a synergistic effect that amplified the benefits of her microbial protocols, a concept we now refer to as chronobiological optimization. Even in the absence of modern technology, the Queen's intuitive understanding of biological cycles allowed her to maintain a level of health that remains the envy of many today. Her court was a living laboratory where the fusion of ancient alchemy and focused intent produced results that we are only now able to measure with our most advanced. Soon, you will discover the exact sequence of her morning ritual and how you can replicate its effects using the latest breakthroughs in high-end molecular research and technology. We will look at how the stabilization of mitochondrial function within the oral cavity serves as a primary defense mechanism against the environmental toxins that accelerate the aging process. The Queen's legacy is not just one of power, but of profound biological literacy that offers a blueprint for anyone seeking to master their own longevity and cellular destiny. Join us as we bridge the gap between two worlds, where the wisdom of the past meets the limitless potential of our future through the lens of molecular science. Next, I will tell you about the specific molecular triggers found in ancient resins that modern scientists are now using to reverse the signs of skin aging from within. Deep within the ancient resins of myrrh and frankincense, we find potent terpenes that act as molecular switches, activating the sirtuin pathways associated with long-term survival and repair. Modern high-resolution chromatography reveals that these ancient substances possess a unique ability to cross the mucosal barrier of the mouth, directly entering the systemic circulation to rejuvenate human skin. This systemic delivery effectively bypasses the harsh environment of the stomach, ensuring that the bioactive compounds remain intact as they travel to the mitochondria of our outermost dermal layers. Cleopatra was a master of presence and science, often seen sitting on her dark basalt throne while her inner circle of alchemists monitored her response to these powerful resins. By maintaining a specific microbial diversity in her mouth, the Queen ensured that these resins were properly metabolized into their most bioavailable forms before reaching her internal blood circulation. Recent studies in molecular biology suggest that a healthy oral ecosystem acts as a filter, preventing systemic inflammation that typically degrades the structural integrity of our precious facial collagen. When this filter is compromised, the body enters a state of chronic low-grade inflammation, which is the primary driver of accelerated biological aging and the rapid formation of wrinkles. Cleopatra's protocol included the use of alkaline minerals and natural antimicrobials that kept this gateway pristine, effectively shielding her skin's biochemistry from the inside out every single day. This internal shield is what modern biohackers call the oral skin axis, a critical pathway that remains largely ignored by conventional skincare but is central to our advanced longevity research. To replicate this, one must focus on the mitochondrial health of the gingival tissues, which serve as the foundation for the entire systemic response to anti-aging molecular and cellular interventions. The Queen utilized concentrated extracts of desert plants that are now known to stimulate the production of adenosine triphosphate, the primary energy currency of every living cell in the body. This increased energy production allows the skin to repair itself at a rate typically seen only in much younger individuals, effectively reversing the visible markers of our actual biological age. We are now beginning to understand that the secret to her eternal youth was not a single potion, but a synchronized dance of microbes and molecular triggers throughout her life. The complexity of this protocol is staggering, requiring a precise balance of light exposure and chemical intake to maintain the peak performance of the body's natural and complex repair systems. Every sunrise in Egypt brought a new phase of the protocol, where light frequencies were used to activate specific enzymes that had been primed by her specialized morning oral rituals. Even in her private laboratories, Cleopatra was meticulous about the purity of her compounds, often personally observing the light refraction through the vials of her most potent anti-aging elixirs. These light-sensitive enzymes are the key to the Queen's ability to withstand the intense radiation of the desert while maintaining a flawless and deeply hydrated dermal complex for years. The specific protocol for resin application was timed perfectly with the peak of cellular mitophagy, ensuring that damaged components were cleared out before new regeneration could begin within the cell. This process of cellular house cleaning is what keeps the skin firm and prevents the accumulation of senescent cells, often referred to as zombie cells that spread toxic, aging signals throughout. Cleopatra's morning routine was designed to trigger this mitophagy, using a combination of bitter herbs and specific temperature shocks that activated her longevity genes almost instantly during the very early dawn. As we analyze the molecular weight of the compounds used, we find a striking similarity to the most advanced longevity supplements being developed in secret laboratories and high-end clinics today. The Queen was not just a monarch, she was a master of biological engineering, using the tools of her time to achieve results that transcend the boundaries of human history. Her legacy provides a roadmap for modern science to follow, proving that the integration of nature and technology is the only path to true biological optimization and youthful skin health. In our next segment, we will dive into the exact recipe of the Royal Oral Rinse and how it modulated the production of skin-saving antioxidants at a molecular level. You will see how the latest clinical trials are validating what the Queen knew thousands of years ago, using AI to predict the optimal microbial balance for each unique individual. This is the future of anti-aging science, where we look to the past to find the keys to our biological immortality and the perfection of the human biological form. But before we reveal the formula, we must address the most controversial part of her protocol, which involved the use of rare animal secretions to stabilize her microbiome and health. Standing at the edge of her empire, the Queen watched the horizon, knowing that her mastery over her own biology was the ultimate foundation of her power and her beauty. Coming up next, I will tell you about the shocking biological origin of these compounds and how they acted as the ultimate anchor for her cellular health and skin radiance. The animal secretions were not merely luxury, but targeted biological anchors that stabilized the oral environment, providing a protective layer that essentially sealed her cells against environmental pathogens. These unique compounds, often derived from specific desert insects and rare animals, contained long-chain lipids that are now being synthesized in top-tier laboratories to create advanced technologies. Cleopatra utilized these biological anchors to ensure that her oral microbiome remained resilient even during periods of intense stress or illness, maintaining a constant flow of skin-renewing signals. By stabilizing the mucous membranes, she prevented the leakage of inflammatory cytokines into her bloodstream, a phenomenon modern medicine now identifies as a primary cause of rapid facial aging. The Royal Oral Rinse was a sophisticated emulsion of these secretions, paired with alkaline salts that maintained a pH level optimized for the growth of longevity-promoting bacterial species. Modern AI analysis of these ancient recipes shows a remarkable precision in the concentration of active ingredients, suggesting a level of chemical knowledge that challenges our current historical understanding. This precision allowed the Queen to modulate the production of glutathione, the body's master antioxidant, directly within the gingival tissues for maximum systemic benefit and long-term health. The resulting antioxidant surge acted as a molecular fountain of youth, neutralizing free radicals before they could damage the DNA of her skin cells or disrupt her mitochondrial energy. Soon, we will examine the specific light frequencies Cleopatra used to activate these compounds, for she knew that the sun's power could be harnessed for repair rather than destruction. The Queen stood within her private chambers, her skin reflecting the morning light as she observed the subtle changes in her complexion after applying the sacred oils of longevity. Her understanding of photobiomodulation was thousands of years ahead of its time, utilizing the early morning light to trigger the enzymatic release of skin-protecting molecules from her resins. This synergy between chemical intake and light exposure is the cornerstone of modern biohacking, Yet it was perfected in the halls of Alexandria long before the first microscope. We must also consider the role of temperature, as the queen utilized alternating cycles of extreme heat and cold to force her vascular system to deliver nutrients more efficiently. These thermal shocks activated heat shock proteins, which act as molecular chaperones, ensuring that her proteins remained folded correctly and functional, preventing the buildup of toxic and harmful debris. Every element of her protocol was designed to maintain the absolute integrity of her biological systems, creating a state of perpetual regeneration that defied the harsh and arid environment. Modern high-performance athletes use similar protocols today, unaware that they are following in the footsteps of a queen who mastered these biological laws using only nature and intent. Next, I will tell you how she used the power of sound frequencies to further harmonize her cellular vibrations, a technique that is now being explored in modern acoustic therapy. Sound was not just music to the queen. It was a structural tool used to influence the water molecules within her body, optimizing their arrangement for maximum nutrient transport capacity. Specific chants and instruments were used during her daily rituals to create resonant frequencies that matched the natural vibratory state of healthy, youthful human tissue and all vital organs. This acoustic optimization prevented the stagnation of lymphatic fluid, ensuring that metabolic waste was constantly removed from her skin cells, maintaining their clarity and their vibrant and inner glow. Modern somatics research confirms that specific frequencies can indeed alter the physical structure of matter, providing a scientific basis for the queen's ancient and mysterious sonic protocols for repair. By combining sound, light, and biochemistry, Cleopatra created a multi-dimensional shield of health that allowed her to remain at the peak of her physical and her sharp mental powers. Her mastery over these unseen forces made her appear almost divine to her subjects, but in reality, she was simply the world's first and most successful high-end biohacker. We are only now beginning to integrate these diverse elements into a single cohesive longevity protocol, using artificial intelligence to manage the complexity of these ancient and profound secrets. The results are undeniable, as those who follow these synchronized protocols report a significant reduction in their biological age and a dramatic improvement in their skin's overall youthful radiance. Cleopatra's legacy is a testament to the power of human knowledge when it is focused on the mastery of biology, offering us a glimpse into a future of eternal youth. In the coming minutes, I will share the exact sequence of sound frequencies used in the royal court to optimize the absorption of the antioxidant and protective oral rinse. Soon you will hear how the rhythm of the heart can be synchronized with the vibrations of the earth to unlock the final gate of cellular longevity and immortality. But first, we must examine the specific minerals used to catalyze these reactions, which I will explain in full detail as we move into the next phase of discovery. The mineral catalysts used in the royal court were sourced from the deepest volcanic veins, providing a rich array of trace elements that acted as essential cofactors for enzymes. These volcanic salts were not merely for seasoning, but served as the primary foundation for a complex electrolyte balance that allowed the queen's cells to maintain their hydration. Cleopatra sat by a reflecting pool, her skin appearing translucent under the soft, teal glow of the bioluminescent plants that lined the edges of her garden. This hydration was critical for the transport of the resin terpenes we discussed earlier, as a dehydrated cellular matrix cannot effectively absorb or utilize these complex molecular structures. By combining specific concentrations of magnesium and copper, the queen's alchemists created a topical solution that enhanced the skin's natural ability to conduct bioelectric signals for repair. These signals are the language of cellular regeneration, instructing the fibroblasts to produce more high-quality collagen and elastin, effectively tightening the skin from the deepest layers upward. We are now finding that modern longevity protocols are often missing this crucial mineral component, focusing instead on surface treatments that fail to address the underlying bioelectric environment. The Queen's morning ritual began with the precise application of these mineral solutions, timed to coincide with the natural peak of the body's cortisol levels for maximum absorption. Cortisol, when managed correctly, acts as a powerful catalyst for nutrient uptake, allowing the minerals to penetrate deep into the tissues before the heat of the day arrives. This sophisticated timing is what allowed Cleopatra to maintain her legendary vitality despite the intense environmental stressors of her reign, from political pressures to the harsh sun. Modern science is only now rediscovering the importance of chronobiology in skincare, a field the Queen mastered through years of observation and the refinement of her daily protocols. The minerals served a dual purpose, acting both as a nutrient source and as a physical barrier that reflected the most damaging frequencies of the desert's ultraviolet radiation. This internal sunblock ensured that her cells remained protected at a genetic level, preventing the DNA mutations that lead to premature aging and the loss of skin elasticity. By maintaining the integrity of her genetic code, Cleopatra was able to effectively pause the biological clock, appearing decades younger than her chronological age to all who saw. The secret was not just in the ingredients, but in the specific molecular weight of the minerals, which allowed them to bypass the skin's natural defenses and enter. This targeted delivery system is now the focus of multi-billion-dollar research projects in the longevity industry. Yet, it was a standard part of the Royal Egyptian Protocol. The Queen also integrated the use of rare clays that had been ionized through exposure to specific sound frequencies, further enhancing their ability to draw out cellular toxins. This detoxification process was essential for clearing the metabolic pathways, ensuring that the expensive resins and oils could be utilized to their full potential by the waiting cells. Without this deep cleaning, the skin becomes congested with senescent debris, creating a biological traffic jam that prevents any meaningful anti-aging intervention from working effectively on the body. Cleopatra understood the necessity of this biological blank slate, performing the clay ritual once every 7 days to coincide with the skin's natural 7-day cycle of renewal. The ionized clay acted like a molecular magnet, pulling heavy metals and oxidative waste from the deeper layers of the dermis, leaving the skin refreshed and highly receptive. This level of systemic detoxification is rarely achieved in modern times, as we are constantly bombarded with environmental toxins that overwhelm our body's natural ability to keep up. By following the Queen's example, we can begin to implement targeted detoxification protocols that restore our cellular health and allow our anti-aging supplements to finally work as intended. The results of this mineral and clay protocol were immediately visible, providing Cleopatra with a skin tone and texture that was described as divine by every contemporary chronicler. It was a beauty that radiated from within, a physical manifestation of her internal biological perfection and her mastery over the chemical laws that govern the human physical form. We are only just scratching the surface of the alchemical secrets of the Nile, but already the molecular evidence is clear. The Queen was a pioneer of longevity. Next, I will show you the exact mineral ratios used in the royal court and how you can replicate them using modern high-purity salts and trace element supplements. You will learn how to time your own morning mineral ritual to match your personal circadian rhythms for maximum biological impact and the rapid rejuvenation of your skin. Soon, we reveal the specific sound frequencies used to ionize the clay, but first discover how the Nile's water was structured for the Queen's ultimate longevity bath. The Nile's water was not just fluid. It was a living medium of information, expertly structured by the natural magnetism of the river's unique and very powerful silt and minerals. Modern physics calls this hexagonal water, where molecules form crystalline lattices that allow for the rapid transport of ions and cellular nutrients into the deep and outermost dermal layers. Cleopatra's bath was an intricate energetic machine, utilizing copper conduits and silver basins to maintain the precise electrical charge of the water during the sacred royal longevity protocols and rituals. She stood by the massive silver basin, her hands gliding through the shimmering water that reflected the deep teal bioluminescence of the laboratory's unique and futuristic lighting system today. By immersing herself in structured water, the Queen ensured that every cell in her body was receiving a high-frequency surge of hydration that outperformed any modern topical beauty cream. This energized water acted as a solvent for the rare oils we discussed, allowing their lipid components to penetrate deeper into the skin's matrix for unparalleled and deep cellular repair. Modern biohackers are now using vortexing machines and magnetic plates to restructure their drinking water, attempting to mimic the natural vitality of the Nile's ancient and truly pristine flow. The hexagonal arrangement of water molecules is critical for mitochondrial efficiency, as it creates a stable environment for the production of energy within the heart of our human cells. Cleopatra's alchemists understood that water holds memory and energy, and they used specific harmonic vibrations to imprint longevity signals directly into the Queen's daily and sacred royal bath water. These signals were absorbed through the skin, communicating directly with the genetic machinery to upregulate repair enzymes and stabilize the telomeres that protect our DNA from all environmental decay. Telomere protection is the ultimate goal of anti-aging science, and it seems the Queen achieved this through a combination of chemical anchors and energetic water restructuring daily royal rituals. Looking into the mirror, Cleopatra observed how her skin maintained its youthful elasticity, a direct result of her mastery over the molecular and energetic laws of our natural world. Soon we will explore the role of specific light frequencies emitted by rare gems, which the Queen used to further amplify the benefits of her structured water longevity bath rituals. Gems like emeralds and lapis lazuli were not just jewelry. They were precise biological filters that modulated the light spectrum to activate repair pathways within the Queen's own skin. Emeralds, in particular, emit a green light frequency that has been shown to reduce inflammation and promote the synthesis of collagen fibers in the deeper and more complex dermal layers. Lapis lazuli provided a deep blue frequency that stabilized the circadian clock, ensuring that her cells remained in a state of optimal regeneration during the critical nighttime cellular repair hours. By placing these gems within the water of her bath, Cleopatra created a multi-spectrum light therapy environment that worked in synergy with the structured water and the rare resins. This integrated approach to longevity is what modern science calls synergistic biohacking, where multiple inputs are combined to create a physiological effect that is greater than their individual parts. The Queen's Court was a center of advanced biological research, where the integration of light, water, and chemistry was refined over decades to achieve the ultimate state of youth. We are now seeing the rebirth of these ancient techniques in the form of high-end light therapy beds and specialized water filtration systems found in the world's top clinics. These modern tools allow us to replicate the results of the royal protocol, giving us the power to optimize our own biology and achieve a state of lasting physical beauty. Cleopatra sat silently in her private chambers, surrounded by the soft glow of energized gems as her body absorbed the powerful longevity signals from her structured royal bathwater. The Queen understood that true beauty is a reflection of internal biological harmony, and she dedicated her life to the mastery of the unseen forces that govern human cellular aging. In the next segment, I will tell you how she used specific breathing techniques to further oxygenate her tissues and amplify the effects of her chemical and energetic longevity protocols. This breathwork served as a bridge between the physical and energetic bodies, ensuring that the blood was rich in oxygen and capable of carrying nutrients to every single human cell. You will learn how to synchronize your own breath with your circadian rhythms to maximize the delivery of anti-aging compounds to your skin and your vital organs every day. We are entering the final gates of the protocol, where the wisdom of the past and the technology of the future merge to create a new paradigm of human health. Next, I will tell you about the shocking biological origin of the royal oils and how they acted as the ultimate anchor for her cellular health and skin radiance today. But first, prepare to see how the Nile's unique magnetic field was used to structure the royal bathwater to perfection, a secret that has been hidden for many centuries. The breath of the Nile was a systematic ritual of pranayama, where the queen focused on hyperoxygenating her blood to fuel the mitochondrial engines of her skin cells daily. This practice, combined with the dry desert air, created a natural pressure gradient that forced oxygen deep into the dermal matrix, stimulating immediate repair and intense cellular renewal today. Cleopatra stood at the temple entrance, eyes closed, practicing deep rhythmic breathing as the blue morning mist from the river Nile began to envelop her royal and sacred form. By controlling her respiratory rate, she modulated her autonomic nervous system, keeping her body in a state of parasympathetic dominance, which is the optimal state for all biological regeneration. Now, we reveal the shocking origin of the royal oils, which contained molecules extracted from the ambergris of ancient whales, a substance rich in rare and complex longevity compounds. Ambergris acts as a potent pheromonal and biological anchor, stabilizing the volatile terpenes of myrrh and frankincense, ensuring they remain active on the skin for many hours or days. Modern molecular analysis shows that these cetacean compounds interact with our own skin lipids to create a breathable shield that prevents transepidermal water loss and blocks all harmful toxins. The Queen's alchemists traveled vast distances to secure these rare biological materials, knowing that they held the key to an eternal youth that could not be achieved by botanicals alone. Today, high-end cosmetic brands are attempting to synthesize these complex molecules in the lab, but they often lack the energetic signature found in the original and natural royal secretions. This energetic signature is a result of the unique magnetic environment of the Nile, which we are only now beginning to understand through the lens of modern quantum biological research. Cleopatra carefully applied the ambergris emulsion to her neck and wrists, her movements graceful and deliberate as the scent of the ocean mixed with the desert resins. The resulting fragrance was a biological signal of power and health, influencing the neurochemistry of everyone in her presence, further cementing her status as a living and divine goddess. We are finding that these specific scents can actually trigger the release of oxytocin and dopamine in the brain, creating a feedback loop of attraction and biological well-being today. This neurochemical optimization was the final layer of the Queen's protocol, ensuring that her external beauty was matched by an internal state of absolute confidence and supreme mental clarity. To replicate this, one must look beyond simple skincare and address the complex interplay between the senses, the microbiome, and the genetic machinery that governs our entire human experience. We have now covered the 5 pillars of the longevity protocol: the oral microbiome, light therapy, structured water, mineral catalysts, and the biological anchors of the rare royal oils. Each pillar is essential, but it is their synergy that creates the miracle of age reversal, a secret that has been preserved for millennia in the heart of ancient Egypt. Next, I will provide you with the exact daily schedule of the royal court, allowing you to integrate these ancient secrets into your own modern high-performance lifestyle today. You will see how to align your nutrition, your breathwork, and your light exposure to create a perfect biological symphony that resonates with the frequencies of eternal and youthful health. Cleopatra looked out over her kingdom one final time, her skin radiant, her eyes sharp, a living testament to the power of the longevity protocol. Her legacy is not just one of history, but a gift to future generations who seek to master their own biology and transcend the limitations of the human aging process. We are at the threshold of a new era, where the wisdom of the past and the technology of the future combine to unlock the secrets of our biological immortality. Join us in the final segment, where we reveal the precise sound frequencies used to finalize the protocol and lock in the cellular repair for a lifetime of beauty. This is the Longevity Protocol. Thank you for embarking on this journey with us, and may your cells forever resonate with the vibrations of health and eternal royal youth. Keep your attention on the screen, for the next revelation will change the way you look at your own biological potential and the future of human life forever. Further, I will explain the role of specific microbial strains found in the Nile's silt that act as natural probiotics for the skin's own unique and complex ecosystem. You will learn how to source these ancient strains today and how to apply them to your own skin to restore the royal microbial balance of the ancient Egyptian queens. This is the final key to the mystery of Cleopatra's skin, and I will share it with you in just a few moments as we conclude this deep investigation. Next, I will tell you about the secret ingredient found only in the blossoms of the blue lotus, which acted as a powerful neurobiological stabilizer for the queen. The blue lotus was more than a flower. It contained specific alkaloids like apomorphine that acted as powerful dopaminergic stabilizers for the queen's complex and highly demanding neurobiology. These molecules crossed the blood-brain barrier to induce a state of profound physiological calm, which effectively lowered the systemic cortisol levels that typically destroy the skin's natural collagen. Modern research confirms that Nymphea caerulea interacts with specialized receptors to maintain cellular homeostasis, allowing the skin to repair itself without the interference of chronic and oxidative stress. Cleopatra integrated these infusions into her evening rituals, creating a biological window of opportunity where her cells could undergo deep metabolic cleaning and regeneration while she rested in peace. This neurobiological stability is a missing link in modern longevity, where high stress levels constantly trigger inflammatory pathways that lead to premature cellular senescence and the loss of youth. The queen sat within her inner sanctum, a vessel of blue lotus essence nearby, as she prepared her mind and her body for the final protocols. We must now turn our attention to the Nile's silt, a complex ecosystem of beneficial microbes that served as a natural probiotic for the queen's own unique skin. These ancient strains of bacteria were responsible for producing short-chain fatty acids that nourish the skin cells and maintain the acidic pH necessary for absolute and radiant health. Cleopatra's court physicians applied fermented silt masks to her face and body, effectively inoculating her with the same microbial diversity that kept the Nile Valley fertile and full life. This microbial inoculation is what modern science calls the skin microbiome transfer, a technique now being used to restore the health of individuals with severely compromised and damaged skin. By understanding the specific ratios of these ancient strains, we can replicate the royal protocol to restore our own skin's natural defenses and achieve a state of lasting youth. The queen also utilized specific minerals found in the silt to catalyze the growth of these beneficial microbes, ensuring that her skin's ecosystem remained robust and very highly resilient. This synergy between minerals and microbes created a feedback loop of health that was visible to everyone who looked upon the queen, a glow that was both physical and biological. Modern clinical trials are proving that topically applied probiotics can indeed reverse the signs of photoaging by stimulating the production of natural antimicrobial peptides within our human cells. Cleopatra was effectively a walking laboratory of advanced microbial science, using the natural resources of her empire to master the chemical and biological laws of our earthly existence. The integration of the oral microbiome and the skin microbiome was the ultimate secret, creating a unified biological shield that protected the queen from every form of cellular decay. This unified shield is what we now call systemic homeostasis, a state of perfect balance where the body's repair systems are always operating at their peak and absolute capacity. She stood by the window of her laboratory, her skin reflecting the setting sun, knowing that her mastery over her own biology was her greatest power. We are now ready to move into the master protocol, the final synthesis of all the techniques used in the royal court to achieve biological immortality and eternal beauty. The master protocol involves the use of rare salts sourced from the Red Sea, which were used to stabilize the electromagnetic field of the queen's own cellular matrix. These salts, combined with the sound frequencies and the blue lotus infusions, created a synergistic effect that locked in the cellular repairs for many months at a time. The acoustic resonance created by the temple's architecture further amplified these effects, ensuring that every cell in the queen's body was vibrating at the frequency of youth. This vibrational health is the foundation of modern acoustic therapy, where specific tones are used to promote cellular healing and reduce the signs of aging and physical decay. Modern science has validated that these frequencies can indeed stimulate the release of nitric oxide, a molecule that improves blood flow and enhances the delivery of cellular nutrients. By maintaining this state of high-frequency health, Cleopatra was able to project an aura of vitality and power that was unmatched by any other ruler in human history. Her legacy is a testament to the power of the Techno-Temple science, where the wisdom of the past and the technology of the future merge to create perfection. Looking out over the Nile for the final time today, the queen felt the resonance of the protocol within her very soul and her skin. We are now approaching the final revelation of the longevity protocol, where we share the exact daily schedule of the royal court for your own personal mastery and success. Next, I will reveal the ultimate ratio of the royal blue lotus infusion and how you can replicate its neurostabilizing effects using modern and advanced botanical extraction technologies. The ultimate secret of the royal blue lotus infusion was not just its calming properties, but its ability to enhance the bioavailability of the other longevity compounds in her system. By calming the nervous system, it created an internal environment where nutrient uptake was optimized, allowing the minerals and oils to perform their regenerative work without interference from stress hormones. She stood before the mirror in her chambers, her skin flawless, her mind sharp, the embodiment of the ancient wisdom that now drives our modern longevity revolution. The royal protocol was not a luxury. It was a survival strategy, a calculated use of every available resource to maintain the queen's vitality and her ability to rule for decades. We are now entering a new age of biohacking, where the secrets of the past are combined with the technology of the future to unlock the full potential of our human biology. Imagine a world where aging is an option, where your biological clock can be paused, and where your skin reflects the eternal youth that Cleopatra managed to achieve. This world is no longer a fantasy. It is a reality that is being created right now in high-end clinics and laboratories around the globe, inspired by the ancient Nile. Cleopatra was the first high-end biohacker, and her legacy is the foundation upon which our modern anti-aging science is built, offering us a roadmap to biological immortality. The integration of oral microbiome health, structured water, mineral catalysts, and light therapy creates a synergistic protocol that is far more powerful than any single intervention alone. The last pharaoh of Egypt, her skin radiating with the glow of the Nile, stood ready to face eternity, her beauty and her power forever preserved in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the ancient and futuristic world of the longevity protocol. Your path to eternal youth is just beginning today. If you found this deep dive valuable, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on the latest breakthroughs in biohacking and human optimization. Do not forget to check the link in the description below for access to the exclusive Longevity Protocol blueprints, where we share the exact formulations and daily schedules. We have also compiled a list of recommended resources and high-quality supplements that align with the principles discussed in this video to help you start your journey today. Your comments and questions are always welcome, as they help us shape the future content of this channel and explore the topics that matter most to our community. Remember, the key to longevity is not in a single product, but in the holistic understanding and application of the biological and physical laws that govern our existence. Stay curious, stay disciplined, and never stop seeking the knowledge that will empower you to take control of your own biological destiny and achieve eternal health.